What is going on, world? It is Saturday, June 13th. It is currently 2:25 in the afternoon, and I'm on day 32 of the Carnivore Diet. I haven't been taking you guys through the last few days. I've just been kind of going with the flow of everything, feeling great, feeling on point. Again, if you guys watch some of my other videos, my energy levels are rather neutral. I wake up, I feel great. Haven't had coffee or carbs in over 32 days now, and I feel really on point. But if you guys saw a recent video, I just hit up my local farmer's market, and I actually got some honey, some nice local honey. So this is a big ass jar of local honey. This is actually apparently apple honey. This is apparently like berry honey, and this is like a bitter type of honey, and this is all because of what the bees are pollinating, what kind of flowers, what kind of trees or fruits they're pollinating with. Yes, at least that's from my understanding when I asked the ladies there. So this is probably, they were pollinating with apple trees. They were pollinating with berry bushes. And this one, they didn't give me too much feedback. They just said this is like a regular honey, but it's a little more bitter than their other types of honey. So there's nothing else added into this. But today, I'm gonna be experimenting with carbs and honey for my first time in 32 days. So I'm really excited for that. And today, I thought I'd just take you guys through my full day, show you what I'm doing, show you what I'm eating. Earlier, I hit up the farmer's market. We recorded videos here with Matt for about 3 hours in the morning, and right now I'm actually about to break my fast with a strip loin here. So let's get the day started, and I'm gonna take you guys through a full day on the Carnivore Diet.
Hold up.
I am the Hungarian experiment.
So if you guys saw in a previous video, I'm actually experimenting and implementing dairy into my diet in the form of cheese. So the other day in that video, I just went out to my local grocery store and just picked up like a wheel of brie from goat cheese. So I don't know how local that was, and if you guys know me, I want to support local as much as possible. So this is 6 different types of cheese that I actually purchased from the local farmer's market today. So all this comes from within an hour or 2 of here of London, Ontario. And today I want to try some. I want to implement this. I want to have some with my strip loin steak that's cooking up there. So again, if you guys saw the farmer's market video, this cost me about $40. So definitely not the cheapest stuff, but again, I know where it's coming from. I know it's nice and locally sourced. I know it's good, healthy cheese. So today I think what we're going to do is we're going to try the very old goat. So this is aged cheddar, earthly, nutty, slightly crumbly, handcrafted in small batches, crystallization of a well-aged cheddar. So we got cheddar there. I think what we're going to do as well too is like, so this is cheddar. We're not going to do that one. We're going to try, there's a couple sheeps here, so let's do this one, Spanish aged sheep, and then we have old golden Gouda. So we're gonna try some of these, we're gonna sample these. I'm gonna try not to eat all of it, of course, because again, it's not the cheapest stuff here, but now I'm implementing cheese into my diet, so I'm excited to try some different kinds of cheeses today. All right, so this is the sheep Spanish aged. Ooh, it's got a nice smell to it, yeah. Doesn't smell bad, but it doesn't smell like really good. That actually does smell good when you take it out. See the very old goat. This one feels like it doesn't really have a smell. It feels like it doesn't have a smell. Yeah, not very smelly at all. And the old golden Gouda. Yeah, this is like a cheesy smell. Let's try it out. I don't know if I'm, like, is there a proper way to cut the cheese? I don't know, but I'm just gonna slice her up. Alright guys, so it is now 2:45. I stopped eating last night around 8:30, so I'm over that 18-hour fasted mark. And if you guys are following along the journey, I'm really adapted to the intermittent fasting routine that I used to be on. It took the first week or two of dialing in the carnivore diet, but I feel on point now. So we got a nice strip loin steak I got all cut up here, cooked nice and rare. And then we have the cheeses. So let's break the fast with some cheese. So again, this is the golden Gouda. It's got an interesting taste. Not a huge fan, which I think is good because then I won't overindulge on it. And that's what I find, like when I'm eating something with dairy in it, it's so easy to overindulge. Now this is the old goat. That's an interesting taste. So far, I'd say they're both around the same. Not a huge fan of either, but I will still eat them. And this is the Spanish aged sheep. And honestly, for being the more stinky one, it's actually the more tasty one. Oh, there's a little bit of a funky taste. But in general, it's not like it's disgusting. It's actually really good. It's just not like cheese you would put on a pizza. Like, I feel like you could put this cheese on a pizza, but it's not like what you'd get from like Pizza Hut or Domino's. So yeah, they're all pretty good. So I'm not sure what Gouda is. Probably have to look that up. From my understanding then, this is the old goat. So this is goat cheese, and this is cheese from sheep. So, interesting. Let's see what Gouda. What is Gouda? Let's get in a little bit of the steak. So Gouda is a mild-flavored yellow cow's milk cheese originating from the Netherlands. It is one of the most popular cheeses worldwide. So there, I have a bit of cow cheese, a bit of goat cheese, and a bit of sheep cheese. This is a nice little back and forth here. But I'm gonna eat all this down. I'll check in with you guys later for the honey experiments. Can't wait to try carbs after 32 days. I'm interested to see. Because honestly, I've been feeling great. My energy levels are just rather neutral. So it'll be fun to see what this is like. Cheers, world. All right, guys, it is now 5 o'clock. About 15-20 minutes ago, I actually had a nice poopy, so quick little poop update. Everything is on point. Again, I haven't really been recording the last few days, but my poop frequency has definitely been getting better. I'm not going 3 to 4 days without pooping anymore. The most is like 48 hours, and I'm finding with the dairy, it's really helping things. Now, it's not making things worse, but it's just, you know, I am pooping with the dairy. But as you guys see here, we have 3 different types of honey, and I'm about to try carbs for my first time. Now, obviously there are some slight carbs in eggs. There's some slight carbs in the cheese, for instance, that I just had, but this is like straight up carbs. So I'm interested to try this. So I think I'm gonna try the apple first, and then we're gonna get into the berry, and then we'll try the bitter one. Oh, that smells so good. They actually smell quite the same. Now, something I've heard as well too is that if you actually like heat up honey, oh wow. Ooh, I don't know if I'm gonna like that. It almost smells like licorice, like black licorice. But from what I've heard is that actually if you heat up honey, you get more of the taste of it. Whereas like if it's cool or room temperature, it's not really any different than like when you have several different brands. I might try that in the future. Today we're just gonna try it, but let's do this. Oh, I'm so excited just for honey here. That's so good. Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't really taste apples or anything. Let's try some of this. There's a slight different taste, but again, I can't really taste like berries compared to apples. Like, there's just a slight difference in the sweetness. Yeah. So Maybe next time I will try to heat them up a little bit, see if there is a difference, but this one's like dark, so I'm interested to see. Let's try this. Oh, there's a difference there. Yeah, and it's not as strong as the smell, but there's definitely like a difference. It's not like off-putting, but just eating it straight isn't the most enjoyable. Like if this was mixed in with stuff, like if you guys used to see, before I started the carnivore diet, I used to make these peanut butter wraps where I put in like fresh berries and slice up a banana into it and eat it on like a tortilla. And what I actually used to do many years back, if you guys are an OG subscriber, is I used to put like honey on it as well too. So I think this would do very well in there. But yeah, guys, this is absolutely delicious. So I'm gonna let this kind of kick into my system and see if I see an increase or change to my energy levels at all. I'm gonna have a little bit more, do a little couple Instagram stories here showing people I'm eating carbs for the first time in a long time. But after this, I'm gonna go downstairs and do some deadlifts and workouts. So I'm interested to see if this is going to, you know, if I'm gonna feel an effect, if I'm gonna feel any different with now having carbs in my system, especially after 32 days. So after the dairy there, I could actually feel like, after I finished the steak, I was like, oh, I could eat more. And then I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna wait a little bit. I'm not gonna like eat something right away because I did wanna have the honey and give myself a couple hours in between. But then when I was sitting down, I was like, ooh, yeah. With the cheese, I'm definitely feeling content and full after that. Again, I didn't feel negative or bad or stomach gurgling or anything like that, but yeah, I'm interested to see if I keep playing with the dairy, if it's something that is good or beneficial to me. Because as I mentioned in the past, like I noticed that dairy didn't work the best for me, and ever since I stopped, I've been feeling great. So yeah, there we have it, guys. Little update. I'm going downstairs to hit up a deadlift workout in probably half an hour to 45 minutes, and we'll see if this this changes my energy levels and my mood at all on it. Right now, feeling something different for sure. Like feeling a little bit of a kick, but I don't want to like label anything yet, so we're just gonna see how this stuff settles in, and yeah. All right, guys, 5:45. I just did like 10 pull-ups for a quick little warm-up before I do my skips here, and damn, my heart is racing like crazy right now. And the last half an hour there, I felt a little antsy. Don't feel like crazy energy increase, but definitely I feel different than having very consistent energy levels over the last few weeks here. So definitely noticing something with the carbs and the honey here, but let's get my workout started. 1,000 skips. I'm gonna do a bunch of pull-ups, back stuff, but as well as deadlifts today. So let's get to it.
This is a harmonious beat.
All right, getting sapped pretty early. Feels like this workout is more taxing than my normal deadlift days. So I don't know if I'm gonna do a full deadlift workout today, but I feel like my energy levels are getting sapped quick because I had that honey. Felt really good in the beginning, but whoo, just hitting a wall right now. I'm gonna keep going, but let's see if I tap out soon. So, feeling better now. I feel like my energy levels are getting right back. But there's definitely a dip there. There's definitely like I hit a wall for a bit, but coming back, we're gonna keep going at this. Let's raise the weight. Guys, so that was an interesting workout there. I've just been hanging out for the last 20 minutes answering some messages on Instagram and YouTube, and yeah, I definitely hit a bit of a wall there after my warm-up exercise, but after now I feel like I've come back and everything's fine. My energy levels are back to neutral, so I'm gonna keep experimenting with that for the next few days, having a little bit of honey, like 4 or 5 tablespoons or teaspoons before my workout, like an hour before, just to see how it is. My body's probably like, what the hell did you just do to it after 32 days of not having any carbs, or at least like a huge shot of carbs in my system like that. But interesting, that was interesting. I didn't feel any like strength gains or like weakness in my strength once I pushed through that wall, once I pushed through that like plateauy feeling. But yeah. So I'm gonna keep you guys updated. I got some chicken in the oven right now, and I'm gonna cook up some salmon as well too to eat with that. And after that, I'm gonna go have a nice cold shower. So I thought, you know what, while we wait for the chicken and salmon, might as well try and taste test the rest of the cheese out here. So we have the Ramona Lupa, that's this one here. We got the local classic cheddar. Then we have the sheep. Now this is product of Italy, so maybe not all this cheese is nice and local. I'll have to definitely double check things next time I go there, but let's taste test these out here. So we got the other version of the sheep. That's definitely more cheesy tasting, not doesn't have no funky kind of taste to it. Then we have the local classic cheddar. That one is on point. And then the Ramona Lupa. They say this is more for grating, but yeah, I could see this being on like a Caesar salad or something. Yeah, all these ones I find, oh, it has a bit of a stronger taste there at the end, but yeah, all these I find are a little bit better than the last 3, but enjoying all the cheese so far. Not gonna eat too much of this, but we'll finish what I got cut up here. 8:03, my post-workout meal after that little bit of cheese. We got 2 chicken thighs, 2 drumsticks, and a nice piece of salmon there. Oh yeah. 9:47, whipped up that other strip loin here, and that's gonna be it for tonight, guys. So this was a full day of eating, introducing carbs into the carnivore diet now. It was an interesting day. Again, as I mentioned earlier, I'm going to try this for the next 3 days here, have some honey about an hour or so before my workout just to see what that's like. And yeah, I'm gonna keep experimenting. I'm on day 32 of the carnivore diet right now, and I'm going for 100 days. So I'm not even halfway through. I'm not even about a third of the way through. Tomorrow, once I finish tomorrow, I'll be a third of the way through the carnivore diet. So enjoying it so far, feeling great, feeling awesome. Today, as I mentioned, just a little crash with that honey, but this is another full day with the Hungarian experiment on the carnivore diet. I want to know what you guys think. Go leave me a comment in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. I am the Hungarian experiment.
I am the Hungarian experiment.